Hello everyone on the internet, and welcome back to another video on my channel. This video is going to be a command block tutorial on entity selectors. Now some of you may be asking, what are entity selectors? Well, they're blocks of text used to select entities. And entities can range from anything that's not a block or a particle. For example, pigs are entities, cows are entities, but even like stuff like boats, minecarts, and even fireballs are entities. Phew! And let's get on to the selectors. The first selector is @s, which means @self. See, the minecart command block is saying itself. Using the /j command because that's the easiest command to do it. And then next is say @p. @p selects the nearest player. In that case, it's me. So it says my name. Then @a is all players, which will select all players on your current server. If you're in a single player world, it would just select you, but if you were on a server, it will select all the players. Next is @r, which will select a random player on the server. Since I'm the only one, it will select me. Then @e, that selects every single entity in your world. And so next, we're going to get into conditions. The first condition is type. So that means entity type. So the entity type will say all entities with entity type of a horse. So if you see, it'll just say horse, 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 horse. You see, it's selecting all those horses. But next is limit. Limit limits how many mobs that it selects. So this one, I'm saying @e limit equals 1. And it says horse because that's the entity it chose. And then this is two conditions separated by a comma. The sort condition only works with the limit condition to my knowledge. It might work with other conditions, but it doesn't work on its own. Here it's saying all entities with a limit of 1, sorting from furthest, which means that it will select the furthest one entity, which is a chicken. And this is distance. And this also introduces ranges. Basically, these two dots mean a range. So 1, 2, 3. So anyone within a distance of 1 to 3 blocks. So the first number is minimum, the second number is maximum. You can get rid of the first number and it would just be 3 or lower, or you can get rid of the second number and it will be 1 or higher, for example. So if I'm super close, I'm in a distance of 0, so the command block says nothing. But if I get within a distance of 1 to 3 blocks of the command block, then it will select me. Okay, next up is game mode. We'll select all players that have a game mode of survival. So I'm in creative mode right now, so it'll say nothing. But if I switch to survival mode, it will select me. So the next one is level. It selects all players with a level of 3. And the level means experience levels. If I go back to survival here, you see I have no experience levels. If I give myself 1 experience level, it will select me. 2, it will also select me. 3, it will also select me because it's 3 or lower. As you can see. So, next is scores. It selects all players with scores, and then here's a tag with test being equal to 1 to 3. So if I have my score, my test score, set to 1, it will select me. 2, it will also select me. 3, it will also select me. But 5 and 4, it will not. Okay, so next is Y rotation. Select all players with a Y rotation of -90 to 90. And I put on signs all the rotations in the 4 cardinal directions. 0, 90, 180, and 90 again. And -90, I mean. So -90 to 90. Which means minimum is -90. And so then we'll go all the way around and get maximum of 90. And if I do this, it will work. If I do this, it will work. And if I do this, it will also work. However, if I do this, it will not work because I'm facing towards 180, which is more than 90, which means it will not work. Okay, next, by the way, the Y rotation means the rotation sideways. And then there's X rotation, which means vertical. I've put 3 vertical points here. They're 0, 90, -90, and 90. So it selects all players with the X rotation from 0 to 90. If I'm within 0 to 90, it will work. However, if I'm higher than 0, if I'm lower than 0, or because you can't get higher than 90, if I'm lower than 0, it will not work. So, finally, it's the coordinate selector. By the way, if you didn't realize already, you can separate conditions with commas. But this one selects all players with an X coordinate of 48, a Y coordinate of 4, and a Z coordinate of 905 or 905 with a distance of 1 or less from those coordinates. Those coordinates happen to be the coordinates of this sign. If I go here, it selects me. If I'm not there, it doesn't select me. So, that will about wrap up this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like on it, and if you really like this video, consider subscribing to see content like this somewhat frequently. I try my best to post every week, and if you're subscribed, you can see my videos right when they come out. And if you want, you can turn on notifications as well, just to see my videos right when I post them. But anyway, that's all. Goodbye.